Welcome on Channel Trip Club, your ultimate travel guide. What if I told you that you can travel back in time and witness the glory and the drama of the ancient Roman civilization? Well, you can do that by visiting Rome, the eternal city that is full of amazing historic places. In this video, I'm going to show you the top 10 must-see attractions for history enthusiasts in Rome. Let's get started. Number 10, Piazza Venezia. This is a central hub of Rome where several important streets intersect, such as the Via dei Fori Imperiali and the Via del Corso. It takes its name from the Palazzo Venezia, a Renaissance palace that was built by a Venetian cardinal and later became the residence of Pope Paul II and Benito Mussolini. The most striking feature of the square is the monument to Vittorio Emanuele II, the first king of Italy, also known as the Vittoriano, or the Altar of the Fatherland. This colossal white marble structure houses the tomb of the unknown soldier and offers a panoramic view of the city. Number 9, Palatine Hill. This is one of the most ancient and prestigious parts of Rome, where legends and history intertwine. According to mythology, this is where Romulus and Remus were found by the she-wolf and where Romulus founded Rome. This is also where emperors and aristocrats built their lavish palaces and temples, such as the Flavian Palace, the Stadium of Domitian, the House of Augustus, and the House of Livia. The Palatine Hill is an extensive archaeological site that reveals the splendor and power of ancient Rome. Number 8, Pantheon. This is one of the most impressive and iconic buildings in Rome. It was originally a temple dedicated to all the Roman gods, built by Emperor Hadrian in the 2nd century AD. It has a massive dome with an oculus, or a circular opening, that lets in natural light. The dome is still the largest unreinforced concrete dome in the world. The Pantheon also houses the tombs of some famous Italians, such as Raphael and Victor Emmanuel Secou. Number 7, Spanish Steps. This is one of the most romantic and elegant places in Rome. It is a set of 135 steps that connect the Piazza di Spagna at the bottom with the Piazza Trinità dei Monti at the top. The steps were built in the 18th century to celebrate the peace treaty between Spain and France. They are often decorated with flowers and offer a beautiful view of the city. Number 6, Vatican Museum. This is one of the largest and most visited museums in the world, containing a vast collection of art and history from different civilizations and eras. The museum was founded by Pope Julius II in the 16th century, and it displays some of the most famous works of art, such as the Laocoon Group, the Apollo Belvedere, and the Gallery of Maps. But the highlight of the museum is undoubtedly the Sistine Chapel, where you can admire the stunning frescoes by Michelangelo, including the creation of Adam and the Last Judgment. Number 5, St. Peters Basilica. This is one of the largest and most important churches in Christianity. Located in the heart of Vatican City, it is built on the site where St. Peter, one of the apostles of Jesus and the first pope, was martyred and buried. The basilica was completed in the 17th century after more than 100 years of construction. It has a magnificent facade with colossal statues of saints and a huge dome designed by Michelangelo. Inside, you can see some of the most exquisite artworks, such as Michelangelo's Pieta, Bernini's Baldachin, and St. Peter's tomb. Number 4, Trevi Fountain. This is one of the most beautiful and spectacular fountains in Rome, and perhaps in the world. It was built in the 18th century at the end of an ancient aqueduct that brought water to Rome. The fountain depicts Oceanus, the god of water, riding a chariot pulled by seahorses and surrounded by tritons and nymphs. The fountain is also famous for its legend that says that if you throw a coin into it over your shoulder, you will return to Rome someday. Number 3, Piazza Navona. This is one of the most lively and charming squares in Rome, full of cafes, restaurants, street artists, and tourists. The square has an oval shape because it was built on the site of an ancient stadium where Romans used to watch games and races. The square is dominated by 3 magnificent fountains, each with a different theme and style. The central one is called Fontana dei Quattro Fiumi, or Fountain of the Four Rivers, designed by Bernini in the 17th century. It represents 4 major rivers from 4 continents: Nile, Ganges, Danube, and Rio de la Plata. Number 2, Roman Forum. This is where you can really feel like you are walking in the footsteps of Julius Caesar, Augustus, Cicero, and other famous Romans who shaped history. The Roman Forum was the center of political, social, religious, and economic life in ancient Rome. It was a complex of temples, basilicas, arches, monuments, and public buildings that witnessed the rise and fall of the Roman Empire. Some of the most remarkable structures are the Arch of Titus, the Temple of Saturn, the Basilica of Maxentius, and the Rostra, or the Speaker's Platform. Number 1. Coliseum. And finally, the number 1 attraction in Rome is the Colosseum, the symbol of the city and one of the wonders of the world. The Colosseum is the largest amphitheater ever built in the Roman Empire, with a capacity of up to 80,000 spectators. It was inaugurated in 80 AD by Emperor Titus, with 100 days of games and shows. Here, gladiators fought against each other or against wild animals. Criminals were executed, and naval battles were staged. The Colosseum is a masterpiece of engineering and architecture, with a complex system of arches, columns, and corridors. It is also a testimony of the cruelty and the greatness of the ancient Romans. With that said, thanks for watching, subscribe our channel, and until next time.